Hi! In this tutorial, I'll be covering how to log in to your MyDRC account and how to request accommodations for your classes. So to access the login page for MyDRC, you can do that in a couple of ways. The first is by going to the Bellevue College DRC website, and under the heading over here on the right that says MyDRC and other forms, you'll see a link that says MyDRC, and you'll be able to click on that. The other method of accessing your MyDRC account is to enter the website just directly into your browser, and that address is https://cascade.accessiblelearning.com/Bellevue College. And using either of those methods will take you over to the login page for MyDRC. And as you can see, it looks a lot like what you see when you log into Canvas or access your school email account from the internet. And it will instruct you to sign in with your Bellevue College email address and password. So in the first text box right here, enter your full Bellevue College email address. And that means don't forget to add the @bellevuecollege.edu to the end of it. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then you enter your password in the second text box, and that's the same one you use for accessing Canvas or your campus email, or for logging into any campus computer. After that, you can hit enter on your keyboard or click this blue sign in button right here, and that will take you to your MyDRC dashboard. It can look a little overwhelming at first, all the information on the dashboard. But for this tutorial, we're just going to focus on how to file the accommodation request. Don't need to worry about any of the other stuff yet. So first, we're going to find this section here that's the main section of your dashboard, which is called the Overview. And underneath that, you'll see a box that's titled Select Accommodations for Your Class. You might need to scroll down a little bit if there's notices to find it, but then look for the box that says Select Accommodations for Your Class. And inside that box, you want to find a smaller box that says Step 1, Select Classes. And inside that box, you'll see a list of your classes with the current quarter listed and the name of the class and the course number. So what you want to do then is to select a class, just click on the checkbox next to it, like that. And it's best to err on the side of caution and select any class that you might possibly want accommodations for. However, you do have the option of coming back and requesting accommodations for a class later if you do end up deciding that you need them. So after you've selected the classes you want, click on this button here that says Step 2, Continue to customize your accommodations. And that takes you to this next page. And this is where you can select the accommodations for each of the classes. At the top, you'll see underneath Overview again, you'll see the words Final Step, Select Accommodations for each class. Each of these sections for each class can look a little bit complicated at first. There's a lot of information packed in there, so I'll briefly outline the major features. This gray bar at the top is the course heading, and it has the class section and lists the course ID and the name and the course number. And then under that there's some course information, the name of your instructor, and when and where the class meets. And then this little yellow box right here is just if you've entered the wrong course number, and unless you've added the classes to the MyDRC account yourself, which is something covered in a different tutorial, you can just ignore this box. So these first three parts can just help you verify which class you're looking at and selecting accommodations for. Once you know you're looking at the right class, then you can go straight to the box that says Select Accommodations for, and then it'll have the name of the class. So inside the box, each of the accommodations that you're eligible for will be listed, and to select an accommodation, just click the checkbox next to it. So due to the way that the MyDRC system is currently set up, this step is technically redundant, but unfortunately necessary. While you can select as many or as few accommodations as you want on this form, as long as you select at least one, a complete list of all the accommodations you're eligible for will be sent to the instructor in your letter of accommodation. So, if you want accommodations for a class, just select any one of the checkboxes and then move on to the next course listed on the page. So I'm going to select that and then move to the next class. So we did tutorial class number 1, and then tutorial class 202, and now tutorial class 303. We're just going to select one of them. And then once you've gone through each of your classes, you click this button here at the bottom that says submit your accommodation requests, and your form will be submitted. So I'm going to click on that. So once you've submitted the request, your browser will return you to your main dashboard, and you'll notice a few changes there. First, at the top you'll see this notification right here that says system update is successful, and it says that the system has successfully processed your request. This is your confirmation that your accommodation requests have been submitted to the system and will be processed by the DRC and then sent as the letter of accommodation to your instructors. Second, if you look at this Step 1 Select Classes box again, you'll see that the word requested has been added in brackets in front of the name of the current quarter. And the text will be changed from black to blue. And then you'll also see on the page, if you scroll down here, your accommodations will be listed in your record of accommodations. It's under this heading here that says list accommodations for, and then the name of the quarter. More information for how to use that section of MyDRC will be covered later in a different tutorial. But for now, that's all you need to simply request accommodations for your classes. I hope that helps you out, and good luck!